We are here.
In the
We
house.
are in the building. Um, yeah. Tuesday night, it's your boy DJ Lonzo, the mayor. We have the Queen of the Skies. I think she just flew in on her Lear Platinum jet
I'm
from
coming out this weekend.
this weekend. Okay.
Mhm.
And we have Josh, the real estate mogul, probably just closed in on another 4 million mansions or something. I don't know what he's doing down there.
Woo! I wish.
I'm coming to
But
Colorado.
we are.
Actually, I'm doing 4 mil.
So, how was your week, KB? Before we get into it,
Weekend. It's all
weekend,
right.
week.
It's all right. Football this week was cray. My Padres swept the White Sox as they should. So it's been whatever. It's been chill. What about you guys?
Crazy week. Crazy week. We finally won. My Broncos finally won. Turn down your headphones. 'Cause I'm gonna go woo. Do a Ric Flair strut.
Hey, get it?
All right. Yeah, my week was good. Didn't do too much. Just kind of hung out and uh, actually had to play some Madden to get that taste out of my mouth for that loss.
Oh yeah.
So I went on there and whooped up the Ravens on Madden just to get revenge. Um, but yeah, that was it.
Talking shit on there
None-
though?
Huh?
Do you be talking shit on there, or you just play with yourself? I didn't sound good. Go ahead.
Whoa! Wow!
Rewind.
Jesus! Wow! You was a wild girl. Jeez.
Jeez.
Woo.
That just came out of nowhere.
Wow. But
Do you
I
do
know
you
this is
need
called the
something, Kim?
cap.
Do we have to fund a trip for you somewhere? Let off
I
some
know.
steam.
Never opposed to it.
I know the show is called Casual Threesome, but Jesus Christ.
Do we have a
Um.
budget for that yet?
um.
I'll start a
Anyways.
OF. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, you're starting at OF. So
Starting that
stay
OF.
tuned. Stay tuned, guys. It's coming. Literally. So before we start, what did anybody make any moves? What's the new tally on the scores now of who's
The
winning the picks
tally
here?
mm,
Yes.
still in
Drum
first
roll, please.
is your girl at 40. Zoe, you made a move. So you're at 29. And then Josh had a good week, but he's been way behind. So now he's at 28. So you guys are like this.
29.
Yep.
Yep.
You
Wasn't
only
that
had
like at
You know
23
what?
last week,
You
and
know
you
what
only
they
had
say.
6 wins this week.
okay?
Here I come. I'm a slow riser, but here I
Mhm.
come.
Remember all those oppos that I did of you guys? Paid off. And me and
Wow.
Josh hit on our upset. So sorry,
That
Zoe.
I should get extra
Okay,
because that
well,
was a big balls upset.
It really was, though, but still. I kind of said it might happen, but I wasn't willing to risk it for the biscuit. But good job to you because you needed it.
I'm just kicking myself because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and do a bet on it, but I didn't. I was like, nah, I'll do an upset pick on it, but maybe not money. But I should have
Should
done
have
a
done
money
money.
bet.
That would have been some good
Man.
money right there.
Uh,
But are we ready to
well,
jump in, or you
yeah,
want to
we're ready to get into it.
where you're
Week
at?
four already. Can you believe it? I mean, it's kind of going fast but slow. But we're already week four,
Mm-hmm.
and let's get these picks and predictions cracking.
All right. Well, first game of the week. This will be easy for Zoe, so we could just but
no.
it's gonna be the Cowboys and the Giants. Oh, this is a win for you, Zoe. Maybe.
Give me some room here.
You need a lot of space.
So, I know I came in saying I was going to be delusional this whole season and say the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl and Dak got paid and CD got paid and I was ramping and raving about Carson, the rookie on defense. And look, give me a little grace because I have been saying that we have no run game. None. I've been saying, why did we sign Zeke? Why? He's a bum. He's what? Stop with this. Oh, he can still get the dirty yards. No, we don't need that. Stop it. Rico Daddle? No. Vaughn? Deuce Vaughn? No. Like, we had a chance, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys know this, KB, Josh, people in the chat, whatever. We had a chance to get Derrick Henry. So when I saw the schedule and it was Ravens versus Cowboys after the Ravens signed Henry, I already circled that saying Henry's going to go off because he wanted to come to Dallas. And what happened? He goes off. Lamar Jackson goes off. The whole damn team goes off. And what do we do?
Personally,
we tried to get it back in the end. Oh, come on. Oh, at least you didn't quit. Stop. I'm tired of this nonsense. Dak and Lamb is all we got. That is it. The defense is trash. Parsons can't do it all. We have no line, no defensive line. We barely got an offensive line because we in preseason, of course. Oh, guy looks great. He's a stop. It's preseason. He's playing against Uber drivers. Will y'all stop this nonsense? Now it's coming back to haunt us. Everything we didn't address. The O-line, the D-line, the defensive tackle, the running back field. We didn't address none of it. And now look, we are begging to get a win from the Giants, who might beat us. It's a divisional game, and I know Dak owns the Giants, and I got to see it to believe it. But I'm going to roll the dice one more time on these bums.
You don't have a choice. You said you're picking them all year.
But you're ahead by 40, so I need to start. I need to start picking strategically now. It's 4 weeks in. I'm done with all that.
Oh
but
no!
I am. Look, this is how done I am. This Thursday, I'm going to get my shave. You know what time I made my shave for? 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. During the game, meaning I don't care. Usually, I will not do anything surrounding a Cowboys playtime on Sunday, Monday, Thursday. You're not going to find me. I'm in the crib watching the game. I said, 5 o'clock? Cool, I'm in. I don't care. But I'm going for Dallas this last time.
Okay.
Floor is yours, Josh.
Do you guys think you'll trade for anybody for running backs? What's your cap room like? Who's available? That's what I'd be looking at.
We got another bum on the practice squad named Dalvin Cook. He's a bum. Yeah. We just signed bums. I don't get it.
You know what? I've been saying this for years. You need to just somehow fake out Jerry Jones and give him a Madden team to manage and make him believe that that's the real Cowboys. Somebody else take over that knows what they're doing. Because I think you guys will beat the Giants. That's who I'm gonna pick. Because the Giants, those Giants, they can't get out of their own way. They still didn't look good. There's not enough for me to even do a big balls prediction, upset, whatever. I don't see Dallas dropping this game, but I agree you guys are in trouble. You're in trouble because, like you said about the O-line, you let the O-line go. The O-line is bread and butter. if you got a good O-line, you should be able to put anybody back there theoretically, but it all starts with the O-line. So I get the logic to like maybe not bring in a Derrick Henry, but if you don't have anybody blocking from up front, you're done. You're done before you start. I think you'll get it this week, but it could be a long season. So there's my thing.
Oh, which way do I want to go this week? Actually, I'm gonna go Cowboys against my better judgment because y'all looked very, very suspect against the Ravens, and you haven't looked good the last 2 weeks. And then you guys kind of came back, and I was like, oh shit, I bet Zoe's over there like doing flips and shit. They're about to come back and win this. No, I'm not gonna be able to talk shit. But I'm gonna give you some grace. Because I know your reason behind wanting to pick the Cowboys initially for the whole year had to do with one of our previous members. But I'm going to give you a pass just because you really want to beat me, which is not going to happen. But I'm going to go Cowboys. I mean, if you guys lose to the Giants, yeah, your season is going to be rough. But
it's already going to be rough.
I'm going to give the Giants a chance. Like you say, it's only week 4, but week 4 is showing a lot. But I'm going to go Cowboys on this one. Saints and the Falcons.
Wow. So I am so happy that Philly beat the Saints, and I hate both the teams, but I'm so glad the Saints lost because why do people get so excited after 2 games just thinking, hey, they're going to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowls and the conspiracy theories start. It's the Super Bowls in New Orleans, and New Orleans playing, and they're getting 40 points a game. Stop, okay? Relax, pump your brakes. Derek Carr turned into a pumpkin. We all know Derek Carr's MO. He always kind of looks good here and there. And, he got some shiny new objects to play with, Rashid Heat. And he got, what's the name in the backfield? Komora. And, he got all these new guys. And it looked good for 2 games. But what happened? What happened, Saints fan? They came back to reality. Okay, it's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen this week because, again, I like what Atlanta has, and I know Kirk Cousins is on and off. He's kind of like Derek Carr 2.8, but I just feel Atlanta has more, and they'll come out with more heart, and I think they'll get the dub. So I'm going ATL on this one. Jamal's Atlanta Falcons, by the way.
Who's at home?
Falcons. It's in Atlanta.
This is going to be tough, low-key, because I saw just a good defensive battle with Eagles Saints. Carr looks a lot better with Clint Kubiak calling the plays, and anybody who's part of the Shanahan tree, except Kyle, has talent. But it's tough because, the Falcons had a fast start against the Chiefs, but, there was a lot of questionable calls. I get it. I want the refs to call it fair, even if my own team has a bad call. But they had their chances to put the Chiefs away in the 4th, and they didn't do it. So I'm really torn on this one. Oh, man. You know what? Because you got Bijan and Kamara. That's going to be good. I think the team that got the better test was New Orleans. I'm just going to roll the dice and say New Orleans takes this one. It's going to be close. It's going to be a great game. They're pretty evenly matched. But I'm going to say New Orleans takes the first one.
Oh. Yeah, I'm rocking with the Falcons. And I will agree, that was a game against KC, but again, as always, the refs play a huge part in the game. There's just some of those things, there's like no way. Like, come on now. Like, this is getting out of control. At some point, NFL has to do something.
That receiver got taken to Suplex City and no call.
I'm just saying, there's things, obviously, yes, I agree, Josh. They had a chance to put it away multiple times, and then we take in all the penalties and all of those extra things that happened. But the Saints kind of showed ass this last week. And even with Rashid and everybody else that he had, Rashid didn't do nothing. Kamar struggled. Carr was Raider Carr. And so I don't know. I don't think against the Falcons. I think that's another hard team they're going to have. So I'm going Falcons. Ooh, Rams and the Bears. Thank you,
Oh,
Rams.
I'm not gonna hold you on this one. I don't believe in the Bears at all. Not sold on Caleb Williams again. I don't believe in first season quarterbacks. I mean, we'll get to some other games where there is a first quarterback I want to mention that's doing this thing, but it's rare. And all the pressure that's put on Caleb Williams, he's not living up to it. They're already throwing it. They said his name is out of the Rookie of the Year candidate already after 3 games. So Keenan Allen is still fragile and brittle and can't get right. And Swift is doing nothing for them in the backfield. So I'm going Rams. Stafford looks good because he always seems to find some kind of way. They just had a great win against the Niners. And without Cup, without Pakua, Pakata, Matata, they found a way to win. And Stafford is a winning quarterback, and I like that. So I'm going Rams.
I'm going Rams too. It's just going to be a tough season for the Bears. You have to just ride it out. They're pretty young as a whole. I don't know what else. I don't know what they need. It's just experience. And you only get that by just playing. So hopefully nobody's too hard on Williams. I mean, I don't know where fans got this expectation that maybe it is the Mahomes effect. I don't know. But for every Patrick Mahomes, there's a dozen that don't make it. That's just the reality. Or there's a dozen that take a little longer. That's just the reality. And that might be Williams, but people just got to calm down.
I'm going Rams. They were my money pick last week. And then I was like, oh my God, they're getting blown out. And then they came back in true Rams fashion. Even though Niners didn't have all their people still. So I'm going Rams. They needed that win, like I said last week, and they got it. So I think it's gonna they're on their way now. Ooh, Vikings and the Packers.
I'm a believer. Sam Donald. I'm making a bold prediction now. I think he's going to get comeback player of the year. I really do. Because he is doing things I just didn't think Sam Donald was able to do. Granted, he has Jefferson, but he still got to get the ball to him. So I believe in Sam Donald. Actually, on my fantasy, I'm going to make a move and go ahead and claim him.
I already did.
Jefferson is Jefferson. And I told people last week, if you were listening, I said Naylor is the guy you should pick up. And he had a tug. So, I mean, you probably got yourself 10 easy points there if you needed somebody to fill in. Addison is coming back. I don't know for this game, but he'll be back soon. And once he's back, it's going to be crazy. So they are actually balling. They're not just doing enough to get a win. They're balling, in my opinion. And I believe in this team. And the Packers, they're gutty. They're gritty. Malik, whatever his name is, it was a revenge game against the Tennessee Titans because he used to play for them and all that hype. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a tough game. But I just don't think nobody's going to be able to hold Jefferson. So I'm going Minnesota on this one.
I'm going to go Packers. I like what Willis and LaFleur are doing. LaFleur is a really good quarterbacks coach. Not saying the Vikings aren't good, because they are. I like what they're doing there with O'Connell too, but I just see something with Willis and LaFleur. That team is playing really good, and they didn't envision Willis starting. they envisioned Love starting, and they look good with Love. So I think
Well,
LaFleur will just they'll continue to play well. This is another close one. This will be another close competitive one. This is another one that's evenly matched, but I got a
but
feeling that says the Packers are going to do it.
to be clear, isn't Love coming back this week?
I don't
Ooh,
think
I
so.
don't know.
I don't think so.
I thought he was practicing last week, and they said they're going to give him another week to get. That's why he didn't play last game.
Mm, I thought I had seen something that said that he wasn't going to play,
Oh, okay.
but
Just,
maybe he'll be
just
right.
thought,
I
just
think
thought
it'll
I'd throw it out
still.
there.
Day
Yeah.
to day.
What is day to day?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought I had seen something that said he wasn't, but day to day is a chance, right?
But he's
Yep.
still young too, though. So
Mhm.
I mean, if you're LaFleur, go with the hot hand until Love is 100%. There's no need to rush back now.
That's what I was gonna say. It's still early in the season. Let him get healed. Willis looked good last week. Packers actually looked good last week, which nobody was expecting. But I think Vikings are going to take this one. I'm going Vikings as well. And I think it'll be a good game. I don't know if it'll be as close as you guys think it's going to be, but I think it'll be a good game. Ooh, Steelers and the Colts.
You know, Zostradamus made an appearance last week, and I kind of called it and said, there's a one-man wrecking machine by the name of TJ Watt. And yeah, once he got cooking, he kind of ended the whole Bolts charge. No pun intended.
Sure.
So it's who the Steelers playing again?
The Colts.
The Colts. First of all, I'm going Steelers with this. The Colts look good sometimes, and sometimes they don't. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is looks good, and then he doesn't. And I still believe in Richardson, but he's just not there yet. He'll have some flash plays and whatnot. Pittman has been non-existent. Actually, on my fantasy, I'm gonna bitch him, by the way, but that's neither here or there. I just believe that Fields is starting to get his groove. The defense goes without saying. Like I said, TJ Watt is going to cause havoc, but I believe Fields is getting his groove. He made some good plays last week, and I think it's starting to click. And if he looks anything like he did when he was in Chicago, I really think your boy Russ is not going to see the field anytime soon. I think it's going to go like you said, Josh. I think they're going to stay with the hot hand and just keep it moving. And I think Fields is going to be that dude in Pittsburgh because they got the defense. All they need to do is have Fields keep playing like he's playing, and they'll go pretty far, at least make the playoffs. So I'm going Steelers on this one.
Well, Fields has an upgrade all around in Pittsburgh. He's got better coaching.
Yeah.
He's got better players around him. He doesn't need to do anything extraordinary, not crash the car, rely on the running game, just make the pass, make some smart football decisions. There you go. And then just rely on that defense. There's not enough to make me believe that the Colts are gonna beat them because I've been on that side too, where my team has had an elite defense, and we we've hurt a lot of people that year, and they're just gonna keep coming, and they're gonna be the factor. It might be one of those low scoring, ugly games, but the Steelers will get it done.
Yeah, I'm going Steelers on this one. I'm not gonna give Zoe his props for saying blah blah blah. This is what was gonna happen. Whatever. We all know who he is when it comes to defense, but we also know what happened to the Chargers. We had no QB. The guy we had, they barely signed before the season.
That was late in the fourth quarter.
We already don't have any true like star players on our team. And then you throw this guy in here to quarterback who's barely been on the team 3 weeks and hasn't really even practiced. So I'm going to go with the Steelers on this one because I don't think the Colts have enough to beat them. They're kind of just right now. But Fields is looking good. And I always pulled for him when he was on the Bears. I don't think he got a fair shot over there. I think they was really on him. So he's on the right team right now. He's got the right coach. And then you got a defense to help you out. So that's where it matters. So I'm going Steelers. Broncos and the Jets.
Oh, no.
Gosh.
Wow. You know what, Josh? Once again, I just can't do it, man. The reason why I'm going Jets, by the way, but the reason why is because Bo Nix is a rookie QB, and that if that same Jets defense that played last week shows up this week, he doesn't have a chance. Aaron Rodgers will just do enough to get the win. You know, he'll dink and dunk, and he'll throw a couple over the shoulder plays, over the shoulder catches, and they'll say, "Oh, he's 45 and he's doing all these things." You know, I just don't think Bo Nix is probably going to get starstruck. Oh my God, it's Brett Favre? No, it's Rodgers. He's just going to get starstruck, and he's just gonna. It's not going to happen, man. I hope it does because I hate Rodgers and I hate the Jets. I hope Denver beats them.
Don't we all?
But I need the W. I need to get close or past KB. So I'm going Jets.
You should have picked Denver to upset with me.
Yeah.
Because this is tough analysis too, because you know the Bucks were 2-0, right? When we played them, or were they 1-1 or 2-0?
No,
they opened up a really good team. So I didn't think we had a chance because you know they had a great season last year. Baker's a good quarterback. Yeah, he throws turnovers. They got playmakers. That they're you know the upper 2/3 of the NFL. I didn't think we had a chance against them. But for whatever reason, right now, Denver seems to be playing better on the road. The first 2 weeks, we faced really, really tough defenses. I think that was a really, really on-the-job learning experience for us. I think you come out better when you get thrown to the wolves. I wasn't expecting Denver to come out the way they did because we just kept pouring on the points. And we didn't just beat the Bucks, we creamed them. I just wasn't expecting that. Not at all. We seem to play better on the road, and that's another story. If we get another road win, then we got to purge the home team fan base because there's some jinxes in my life. So, something's. I just got a feeling. I got a feeling.
Just say it.
I just looked. I confirmed just now to make sure that we were underdogs. There's that funny rule now because KB went and abused it. We gotta go change things.
Here we go.
So I'm just making sure that I'm within the rules.
I'm ready to mark it. Are you ready?
Mark it. Broncos upset.
Got it. Not going Broncos. You guys had a great game last week. Even I had to give you a little shout out. I was like, what is happening here? Also, like, what is happening here? Because the Bucks looked like terrible. But yeah, Jets is looking good. I said again last week that Aaron Rodgers is still doing his thing. I don't care if he's 45 or 85. He's doing enough to win, and he's doing enough to make plays. And their defense is looking good. And they're just moving the ball all around. I think that's what's making a difference too. He just doesn't have one or two go-to guys. everybody's getting the ball on that team, and that makes a difference when you're playing. It makes it harder for the team you're playing to figure out who's going to get the ball. So I think that's where their plus is going. But I'm not ready to put my money on the Broncos yet, Josh. Sorry. I'm going Jets. And we have the Eagles and the Bucks. Ooh.
Oh boy. Oh man.
And they're in Tampa Bay.
They're in Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. This is a toss up. This is the proverbial coin being thrown in the air, and it's just like whoever lands on heads wins, whatever. Baker Mayfield just looked horrible last game, but I'll give him some grace. That's one game. He looked good 2 games. But Hurts has looked bad in all 3 games. Even the game in New Orleans, he didn't look great until the end. But he got the win, so it is what it is, right? But I just think in Tampa, the Bucks will not look as horrible as they did 2 games in a row. And I think this whole captain comeback thing that Hurts has been doing lately is just it's not gonna happen in this game. So unless the Philly dust birds get out early on Tampa, I just don't think it's gonna be enough. Although the saving grace is Barkley. I wish I would have picked up Barkley in my fantasy, but because of his injury history, I passed on him. But he is looking great. That is the one good thing I can say about Philly.
I agree.
Looks great. But no, it's not going to happen. I'm going Tampa Bay for the win.
Does anybody have a candle? I have to bench KB's man. I have to do it.
Yeah, me too.
Do it.
They looked horrible. They got Barkley, yeah, but he's not going to be enough. Because the concerning thing about the Eagles now is now Brown is out. We don't know when he's going to be back, and now Smith is out. I don't think this week he'll be ready because he got to go through concussion protocols and all that. He might be ready. I don't know if it's wise to play him. I'm not speaking just because he's on my fantasy team. So even if Smith plays, he can't be 100%. I'm just gonna say he doesn't play. They sit him, and he'll be without his star wideouts. I'm gonna say the Bucks win because of that. Home team, they might get creamed.
So who you got?
Bucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sirianni might throw his headset. He might start drinking before the game's over. I swear to God, that man looks hungover all the time.
I'm going Bucks. I've already said it. Josh keeps trying to throw it in my face, but Hurts ain't looking like the Hurts he used to. Eagles definitely aren't looking like the Eagles they used to. And like Zoe said, Barkley's the only one like getting busy. Like, I'm with you because I kind of just seen him and I was like, he be staying hurt. And he is a money man for them. That's helping. That's the big difference right there for him. But I think the Bucks just had a bad week, I hope. And I just think at home, their crowd, they need a win. Bucks are going to take this one. Kind of want to make it my upset because Philly is favored to win, just so you know, Zoe. But I think I will. I'm going to make this one my upset. I'm looking at some of these other games and not feeling it. So that's going to be my upset, Bucks over Philly. Bengals and the Panthers.
Now we cooking with grease.
Yeah.
Call me a believer in the red rifle. I mean, if you ever saw the Panthers play, you just came from Venus or Pluto or somewhere and you just saw the Panthers play pre-red rifle, you'd be like, this team stinks. And you probably even know the lingo of stinking. But you would just say, this Panther team stinks. But something happened. Something magically happened. Somebody stood up and said, we don't care if Bryce Young was the first round pick. We're benching him.
Mm-hmm.
Uber driver, Red Rifle came in the game, and remember, we were all wrong, KB. We
Nope,
we
I
said
said it.
maybe we said
I
maybe he needs a no. We said maybe he need a couple games to get acclimated and get going. And
That
we
was
said the
not
first.
me. I said if I feel like if he comes in there, he might do his thing. Is
You
what
know
I
what?
said.
I'm so glad we got this stuff recorded
Me too.
because
You like pulling
because
clips
I
that
am
try
going
to
to
make you
pull
look
the
good and they don't.
I'm going to pull the clip where you said he needs a couple games to get going and blah blah blah. But anyways, he came in and looked like Joe Montana, Dan
Wow.
Marino, John Elway, Peyton Manning combined. He was just, and the rest of the team looked excited. Was it just me, or when they was playing with Bryce Young, everybody was kind of like, but this game, everybody was like excited and they're stopped. The defense is getting stops, and like everybody was doing their job. It looked great.
Uh,
And then I look at the other team that they're going against, which is the Bengals, and they look horrible.
They really do though.
Burrow is not burrowing. Chase is not chasing. They lost Mixon. Hicks, Higgins don't even look. I mean, it's just I don't know what's going on in Beagle Land, but this is my upset pick of the week.
Mm,
I'm going Panthers with a dominant win, not just a win, a dominant win.
okay.
Book it.
if you
Smart.
go back in the clips, you'll find that I picked the Panthers to upset.
You
The
did.
house lost.
Yeah, you
Ty-
did.
Tyrese McKnight says, "Calm down. They beat the Faders."
It doesn't matter, man. The Faders beat
Uh,
the Faders beat the Ravens.
Right.
Okay, so I mean, you
Any
know,
given Sunday.
oh man!
Literally.
But the thing is, Andy Dalton was never a sucky quarterback. Never. I'll never forget. He was one of the guys that I was afraid of the year that we won the Super Bowl, and luckily we never got to face him because he got hurt before we did. But he's what they needed, and now Bryce Young can sit and learn, and
Yeah.
Dalton can be the bridge if they want. He can be like that Alex Smith because not everybody's ready to start right away. And because of Dalton, now we should know 5 players because I completely forgot Deontay Johnson went over there. I completely forgot Adam Thielen's over there. So if you look around, they got some good players. They got some dogs. They look like they're inspired. But I'm going Panthers because this is the Andy Dalton revenge game. Revenge game would be so sweet to go
mm,
to Cincinnati, beat their ass because he essentially was scapegoated. He was
Mm,
scapegoated with Marvin Harrison or Marvin Lewis, sorry. But they couldn't win. They couldn't get nowhere in the playoffs. Well, you got to invest in the team. It's more than quarterback and coach, you bums. So I think Dalton gets his revenge. It's going to be awesome. And that's my pick. If I could pick 2 upsets, I'd pick the Panthers to upset, but there you go.
I'm going Panthers also
ah, okay.
because, like I said last week, this might be what they need. And he'll go there and he might ball out, and you never know. Because, like Josh said, he was never, I had him for fantasy multiple times, and he was a money guy for me. So I wouldn't say he was like some trash quarterback because I mean, I have a so called great ass quarterback right now who's trash on fantasy, Mahomes. But I'm gonna go Panthers on this one. I don't know what's going on with the Bengals. They look terrible. I don't know if it's the hair dye again. I think if he goes back, maybe it'll help. Chase barely got his first touchdown. Um, yeah, they look a mess over there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna go Panthers. Think they might have another good game this time. I don't know if it's gonna be a blowout, but I feel like they'll have a good game. Jags and the Texans
Wow.
in Houston.
Now, listen, listen. I am not gonna hold you on this one.
You see that?
I'm going Texans. Jags stink. Sorry. I know it was a lot of hype. Trevor Lawrence and they look good. No, the Jags are horrible. Jags are now the new Panthers because of Andy Dalton. They stink. So I'm going whoever, whoever. Just not the Jags. Just no.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are they
I'm
worse? Are
positive.
they worse than the Giant? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
No.
What are we doing right now?
Get ETN out of there.
Yeah.
Texans.
Yeah. You know what, Josh? Your background picture is throwing me off because every time I look at you, I feel like you're going like this, but it's not you. It's
Oh,
his
it's
arm.
my
Just,
my guy Roman holding a
yeah,
Knicks jersey.
just keeps like you're like this. I'm like, what is he doing? But it's not you. I'm going Texans. That's an easy pick. This one should be interesting to see how we all go. Commanders and the Cardinals.
Commanders and the Cardinals. Okay, so Jaden Daniels had his coming out party against the Bengals. He looked great. I've always been saying he looks great, especially for fantasy. If you needed a quarterback, now he's not available. I can't find him anywhere in my leagues. I always said he's a running quarterback, so you know he's going to get points that way, and blah blah blah. So for he's fantasy gold, fantasy. Okay, he's fantasy gold. I'm gonna repeat, fantasy. Reality? No, it's just one game, okay? Relax, okay? One game. They've already crowned him the I just don't understand. I know football is week to week. I get it. If somebody does something crazy, he's going to get all his props and praise for the whole week. Deservedly so. I get it. But it's not going to happen every game. I think we all know this. I mean, he's going to have his growing pains. He's taking way too many hits. I mean, one of these hits is going to sideline him. He already came up limping after one hit, but he kept going. Nice heart for the man, good heart. But he can't continue to run the ball and take these hits. It's not a good formula. We all know this. Eckersley or Eckler. What happened to this clown? He can't stay now. He can't stay healthy.
He never
I had
could,
him on the.
even with us. What are you talking
That's
about?
what I'm saying. What is going on here?
I think
Are
he's
we
doing
supposed to do?
TikToks with his wife.
are we supposed to put our trust in Eckler? Are we supposed to really believe in McLaurin? He's always on and off. At first, he wasn't even getting the ball. I mean, maybe this will change because now they starting to build a connection. Okay, cool. But I like to look forward. Okay. Last game was the past already. I'm looking forward. And I just don't see them winning this game. I don't. So no, I'm going the other team.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Cardinals. That's the other
Well,
team.
I mean, what more do I have to say about Murray? Everybody knows what he does. You know, he's going to run around and do 100 yards and only do 2 yards, and he's going to do all that stuff. So I got the Cards crushing the commodes.
Hmm.
The greatest nickname in history, I think. I don't know though. This is another revenge game for the offensive coordinator for the Commodes, Cliff Kingsbury. He knows exactly how Murray plays, and I think he was scapegoated too. And he's got ties to lots of good quarterbacks. He knows what he's doing. He's another quarterback guy. I like what they're putting together. I think they're going to beat the Cardinals.
Oh, so that's your pick.
Wow.
I think he's going. I think he's going to take it personally.
So that's your pick.
That's your pick.
That's my
That's your
pick.
pick.
That's my pick.
Got it.
All right, hurry up and mark it down, KB, so he can change
It's
it.
done. It's in the books.
All right.
No takebacks. I'm going Cardinals. I think last week was just a week for the Commodes. And there was a lot going on. And they celebrated like they won the Super Bowl. I mean, kudos to them. They won.
Yeah, they did.
Often, but they literally were celebrating like it was a Super Bowl. I was like, what is going on here? It's one game. But yeah, Cardinals. I mean, I feel like the Cardinals just have a better team overall. Eckler was never healthy with us. I mean, that's not a shocker. So, a win is a win, but not this week. Patriots and the Niners.
Wow. For 3 weeks, I put my money on the Patriots. 3 weeks in a row.
Risk it for the biscuit.
I would say they had heart, and that heart would get them a win eventually. And I still believe in them. I still believe that they're an okay team that plays with heart, and eventually they'll get a win for their new coach. And
Just not this week.
just not this week. It's just not going to happen. Even though I hate Brock Purdy and he's Brock Turdy in my book, he's horrible. But even without Debo, even without McCaffrey and a broken Kittle and
Kittle's
who's
supposed
the
to
other?
be back this week, but we'll see.
They could. I don't care who's playing. They're not gonna beat them. Okay. 49ers will win this game. This will be another big game for Jennings. Too bad if you didn't have him on your fantasy team. Yeah, this will be the get right, get back game for the 49ers. I know they were crushed last week because of the Rams' last minute victory, but don't worry, Niner faithful. I hate that name, Niner faithful. Don't worry, Niner faithful. Your bounce back will come this week. So, Niners.
I don't know. This is a revenge game. I'm just kidding.
I was like, do it, Josh.
Do it.
No.
Do it, Josh.
No. Patriots are young. They opened up the season with a win. The 49ers will get it back. They got too many players. Ayuk better do something or he's going to find the bench too. I don't know what possessed me for taking him, but.
Me either.
So, Niners. No revenge, nothing. Just revenge from last week.
Yeah, I'm going Niners. There's not much to talk about. They're 1-2. They need a win. They're going to be at home. It's the Patriots. Niners. That's the easy one. This should be a fun one. Browns and the Raiders.
Oh my God. Oh man.
You're not going to hold me.
Browns and Raiders. Where are they playing?
Vegas.
They're playing Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna actually go Raiders on this one, and I not for any reason. I think they both stink, and I just don't think the Browns D is the number one D, like playing like the number one defense like they were last year. I just don't see that. I only see Myles Garrett really making plays, and I just think at home, I give them the at home advantage, the home cooking and all that. I ain't gonna hold you. I just say Raiders just because they both stink and somebody got to win. So, Faders.
Okay.
Who's quarterback for them? Is Minshew benched? Are they going with O'Connell?
Right now, it looks like Minshew's still playing.
Yeah, I think Minshew
Oh,
magic is gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen.
not Browns. Browns. House loses again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm going Browns. I'm just D Watt. Beat the Raiders.
Where's
So
all the Raider trolls at? We haven't had no Raider trolls on. I've been waiting.
No, we don't need any.
nothing to talk about. What are they gonna talk about? Chiefs and the Chargers. Easy one.
Well. Yes, this is an easy one. I mean, wait. Is Herbert playing or not?
Don't know yet. I
Well,
don't
either
think so.
way. Either
I don't
way. Like I said, I love Harbaugh because he's from my famed Michigan Wolverines, champions, by the way. But this whole ground and pound game from we're not gonna pass it, we're gonna grab, it's not going to work. And especially it's not going to work against Mahomes. And I know, KB, you say Mahomes is trash, but that's fantasy. I can care less. In reality, he's going to do a number on these bums because Worthy, they're not. Who's going to stop him? Rice looks like Jerry Rice. I mean, Mahomes got these guys looking like Hall of Famers. The only caveat is your boy, Swifty. He looks kind of I don't know what's going on with Kelsey. I think it's the hair and the mustache. I think he needs to cut the mustache and go back to the fade. Then he'll be Mahomes rocking. You know how he used to rock when he got the touchdown and do all that. Now he doesn't do any of that. He's
He don't
doing
get the
this stuff.
ball.
He's doing the Carlton now.
Not
He's
even
doing
getting the ball.
He's doing the Swifty and Carlton dance now. That's the problem. He needs to get back to eating chicken and watermelon and collard greens and getting that fade crispy. Then he'll get back to where he needs to be. Until then, it doesn't matter because Mahomes is going to keep hitting Rice and Worthy, and that's all he needs. Even with a Checo out, doesn't matter. They will beat the Chargers handedly. And this is a division game, by the way, but
Duh.
yeah, KC will win.
Who's home?
Chargers.
It doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Yeah, it doesn't.
What if Taylor is not in attendance? The Chiefs have one too many distractions, I think. Did you guys see that allegedly the Mahomeses and Kelsey, they're on the Diddy baby oil party list? I don't know.
Also,
That's a
Mahomes' dad just got
fake
arrested
list.
for yeah, Mahomes' dad just got arrested for DUI too.
What does
Rasheed
that
Rice
got to
shouldn't be
do with
playing.
the game? Come on.
Like he said, distraction.
The distractions are just
Come
piling
on,
up.
bro. Come on.
They barely escaped Atlanta with lots of ref help. You got defenders taking the receivers to Suplex City in the ref's bird box when that happens. If the Chargers had more players, I would say this would be a fight, but who's even going to be quarterback if it's not Herbert? I don't even know.
Heineke.
Oh, boy.
I told you they picked him up like the day before the first game.
I'm going to pick the Chiefs, but if the Chargers win, Chiefs is my official pick, but because there's not enough for me to pick the Chargers. Even though I have a little feeling because of the distractions, I still got to go Chiefs. It's not going to blow up just yet.
Well, I'm going KC. Without Herbert, it's still, even with Herbert, we don't have enough pieces. And if we keep just running the ball, it's not enough. It's not enough to beat anyone, truly. We gave away all our people. And the guys that we have, they're doing decent, but they're just not those guys. They're just not the guys that you're going to rely on every game to make the plays. Like, that's just obvious. And even when we had those guys, they weren't even reliable. So without Herbert, without passing the ball and we're just trying to do the run. I mean, that's just an easy pick. KC's going to win. What I like to see the Chargers win, obviously, of course, division game. But reality is right now, with the way that we're playing, and if you're only going to run the ball, we're not going to win. Not against a team like the Chiefs. Just not going to happen. And when it comes to Kelsey, I'm going to have to agree with Zoe. He lost his little swagger. He's too much into the limelight. And I think there's a lot of turmoil behind the scenes we're not seeing with the whole Taylor and the wife and all of that going on as well.
Yeah.
So I think, and then you bring politics into it and it turns another leaf. And I think there's still a lot going on behind the scenes over there. And, them two used to gel. You know what I mean? So it makes a huge difference. But either way, Casey's going to win, and I'm taking Casey.
If she's not at the game, then you just go like this. Then it's building. It's building. And I said this last year that it was going to blow up. I was off by a year, but here it comes.
Bills and the Ravens. It's a good one.
Yeah, this is a good one. Bills and Ray. Where is it at?
Ravens at home. Ravens are at home.
Ah, man. The Josh Allen. Oh man, he's a winner. Like he just does things. I always think like, he ain't gonna make it happen. Then he does. But if I'm gonna have to pick, which I have to, I'm gonna go with the home team. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I think this beat down of my Cowboys energized them to say, hey, we can win these games after going 0-2. So I think they're going to get on a little roll, and it's going to come at the expense of the Bills. It'll be a good game. It'll be a back and forth type of thing. But I think in the third, it'll be a little too much Henry, a little too much Lamar. I think Lamar will actually spread the ball around. And I think the third quarter, they'll just, pull away. So I'm going Ravens with this one for the home team.
I'm going to go Bills. They've just looked like one of the strongest teams so far this season. They have gone over 30 every game. They seem to be all business. Maybe Stephon Diggs was the problem. I don't know. But ever since that happened, ever since they let him go, ever since they fired Ken Dorsey last year, it's just been all business. It's going to be a good game, but I think the Bills are going to be too much for Baltimore, even if they're on the road.
I'm going Bills also. They just look solid. And I mean, Ravens barely beat you guys when they were like blowing you guys out. And they've barely lost the other games, but they've barely lost the other games. And it's not teams that are as solid as the Bills are. And Josh Allen has always been that dude. I like the way he plays. He better be careful with all his little running, or he's going to be another one that gets hit one time, and it's not going to be a good look for him, even though he's a big dude. But the Bills, like Josh said, they just look good. They just look like an all-around good team. And the Ravens have barely been getting by. I mean, obviously, happy they beat y'all. But, yeah, I'm going Bills on this one. Oh, this game is whack. Titans and the Dolphins.
Titans and Dolphins. Wow.
Ew.
Boy. Yeah.
And it's
Ew.
like, again, we're doing 2 Monday night games.
This is on Monday night?
Which is dumb.
Yes, because no one's going to watch this game, obviously.
They just think that we'll watch anything football. Oh, man.
So I'm not gonna hold you. I refuse to pick the Titans. I just can't. I'm going Miami, even though the backup looks horrible. But I just think some kind of way Miami's gonna pull out one victory, and it's gonna be against these bums. So bum on bum crime.
Yeah.
I'm going Miami for the dub.
Who's the least bummy of them both? Oh,
I
God.
mean, Miami at least has 1 win.
Yeah.
Titans are 0-3.
Yeah. They have better playmakers too. I'm shocked that Mike Vrabel hasn't turned these guys around the way when the Titans were making the playoffs. So even though no Tua, I'm gonna go Dolphins because they have better playmakers.
Yeah, I'm going Dolphins also. That's easy. Titans just are Titans. And then the other Monday night game, which this one should be a good one, is going to be Seahawks and the Lions.
Yes, this will be the better game. Seahawks Lions. Geno Smith looks pretty good. Metcalf is doing Metcalf things. Old Lockett is still hanging in, and Charbonnet, the wine drink, running back, looks pretty good. They got a solid team, defense and offense. Where are they playing?
In Detroit.
Well, so
You know what change your mind.
Golf, he's not looking as solid as he did last year, but it's only been 3 games, so I give him some grace. He's finally starting to hook up with Among Saint Ra or whatever the heck his name is. He's finally started to hook up with him, and he got that chemistry going with Williams. Gibson is Gibson, and they're in Detroit, so I'm just going Detroit just for the simple fact they're in Detroit. But I won't be surprised if the Seahawks were to win. But I just think in Detroit, it's not going to happen. So I'm going Detroit.
Sorry, Jamal. I gotta go Lions. They still have one of the best 1-2 punch running games in the league. Even though Sam Laporta's hurt, they still have weapons. I love Dan Campbell. Hutchinson is going to be after Smith all game. So that's my pick.
Yeah, I'm going Lions. They're at home. They need to win. Seattle's been looking good, though. But, yeah, I'm going to go Lions on this one. And that's our last game.
Yes! We did it under an hour.
No.
So
Close.
well, yeah, well. So last week I was saying, which you guys didn't probably even notice, but I go back and watch film. I kept saying that the recap of the show or the replay is going to show up
Tuesday, but it's on.
I kept saying Tuesday night.
But I didn't want to correct you.
I meant, I was saying Tuesday morning for some reason. I don't know why.
I want to correct you.
But it's Wednesday morning. I changed it. It's not Thursday. It's Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock on YouTube. So if you missed the show, go on YouTube, look up the Casual Threesome. It's there. It'll be there 10 a.m. sharp. So unless you guys got some shout outs, we are done.
Happy birthday to Josh's mom.
Thank you, Kim.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Zoe.
And where are you going again this weekend, Kim? So we can
I'm going to Arizona.
Okay, just want to keep an eye on you. Just
catching a Padre game and then doing a girls' cabana day at one of the hotels.
Oh, excuse me. Wow. Okay. Wow.
So yeah, that's where I'll be.
I'll be in Texas this weekend, but not having. I'm from Beaumont, Texas.
Go see my family. Yeah. Remember we talked like me and your family, my family. They're from Beaumont. I'm sure we're family somehow.
What? No, I don't want that.
Then there's no threesomes,
huh? Exactly. I don't want that. So, but had a family tragedy, so I'm going for that reason. But so be in Houston Friday, Beaumont Saturday, Sunday, and but I'll be back for the show. So, yeah. What you got going on, Josh?
Just working. Just working. We have work, so I'll take it.
Hey, you make selling those $4 million homes. I bet I'd
Yeah,
work.
selling.
Yeah, give
Yeah,
me some.
exactly.
Refer me some $4 million clients.
We'll talk
The
about
sugar.
it, Josh.
Get some investment property out here. We'll hook you up.
There we go.
Yeah, the Suge Knight of the real estate game, Mr. Josh Sherman. So with that being said, thanks for joining us tonight. We're back next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. sharp. And I look to make a push in this whole picking thing. So yeah, look out for me. I'm coming for the title.
The
But
brotherly
on
shove.
behalf on behalf of KB, the Queen of the Skies, and Josh Sherman, the real estate Suge Knight mogul, your boy Lonzo, we are out. Boom!